Hello, this is question 7 on your mixed exercise 4 from year 12, and the diagram shows the graph of a quadratic function. We know the roots 1 and 3, and the minimum is 2 minus 1. We have to find the equation of the graph in this form. If we have the roots, the fastest way of finding the equation is just multiplying the two factors that I have. So I can write x minus one of the roots, that is 1, and x minus 3. Yeah, and this is my quadratic. Remember, that's how our quadratic looks factorized. And we are going to expand the brackets because we have to write factorized. So is x squared minus x minus 3x plus positive 3 equal to 0, which means x squared minus 4x positive 3 equal to 0. Yeah, that's my quadratic. That's what they asked me in the first part. Then on separate axes, sketch these two graphs. So the first one, I'm adding 2 to my x. This is a translation in the x direction to left. I know you want to move right, but we are moving left. Yeah, when we are adding to the x, we are moving left, and when we are subtracting, we are moving right. So this is left 2. So we have this graph, and it's moving to left. So that means that the 3 becomes 2. Becomes 1. So I'm moving 2. And then I have something like this. Horizontally, nothing happens. So my maximum should be in the same place that it was. And this should be, these are separate 2. So if this is 1, this is going to be minus 1. Oh, it doesn't look like minus 1. So it's symmetrical around the x-axis. Yeah, so this point is the minus 1, this point is the 1, and the minimum is in the x-axis, in the y-axis. So it's going to be 0, minus 1. Yeah. Then for this one, I'm multiplying the x by 2, which means I'm doing a stretch in the horizontal direction. So a stretch in the x direction, and the scale factor, remember, is always the reciprocal when I'm multiplying the x. So I'm having everything in the x direction. So this 1 is going to be 1/2. This 3 is going to be 1.5. Yeah, so something like this. And this point where the x is 0, when I multiply the x by 2, is still 0. So this point stays, yeah, is not moving. So I have to try to pass this point and this point, keep the height. So something like this. Go here, down and up. And this point is the 0.5, so 0.5 or 1/2, and this point is the 1.5, and the minimum is going to be 1, the x, and the y doesn't change. Yeah. Then on each graph, label the coordinates of the points at which the graph meets the axis and the minimum point. Yeah, so that's what we've done. Yeah, for all of them. Yeah, and that's all with this question.